Hello, algebra. Let's check out how we take an equation with an x and a y in it, in any form, and put it into slope-intercept form. So we're just going to manipulate the equation, doing what we already know how to do with equations to get it into the right form, where for slope-intercept form, I want the y in the first position, y equals, then the equal sign, then the x term, right, which would end up with the slope, and then the constant, or the plain old number. So I'm looking to try to put this 2x plus 3y equals 5 into y equals mx plus b. So we need to move things around. I usually start by asking, like going left to right and asking, does this belong here, does it belong somewhere else? So if I want there to be only y on the left of the equal sign, then there can't be an x. So it looks like this 2x needs to move. So let's do it. Let's do minus 2x. And then in y equals mx plus b, the x term comes first before the number. So I'm going to tuck that in front of that 5 and write minus 2x, or think about it that way. These 2x's cancel, and so now I'm left on the left with 3y equals negative 2x plus 5. All right? Now let's check. Do we have slope-intercept form? Slope-intercept form starts with y equals. That's plain old y, or there's an invisible 1. The coefficient of y is 1 there. So we need to not have 3y, we're looking for 1y. Well, we all know that in order to make 3y into 1y there, we're going to divide by 3. And if I divide one side of my equation by 3, I divide the whole equation by 3, both sides, meaning every single piece. So divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. These 3's cancel. I've got y equals negative 2/3 x plus 5/3. Now let's just check it out here. I've got 1y, that's what I'm looking for, right, in my slope-intercept form. 1y equals negative 2/3 x, some coefficient times x, plus b. b in this case is 5/3, or 1 2/3 if you're graphing it, so that it's easy to graph. And this is slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. All right, let's look at another example. So sometimes you'll see equations in this form, or really in any form, with x's anywhere and y's anywhere and plain old numbers anywhere and some distribution or not, right? We know how to handle this. So what I need to do here is check out what doesn't belong where it is, and how can I put it into the correct order and form. Well, it seems to me that there are no parentheses in this y equals mx plus b. So let's get rid of the parentheses. That makes sense to me to do first. So I'm going to start with y minus 7 equals, now let's distribute 1/4. So 1/4 x, 1/4 times 5 is 5/4, so plus 5/4. Great. So now I've got this y minus 7. I don't think that I want a 7 over there. In fact, I know I don't. I want just the y. So let's add 7 to both sides, and that's going to be to this one right here, plus 7. So the 7's cancel. I've got y equals 1/4 x plus, now let's see, I've got 5/4 plus 7. I see adding fractions. Let's change that 7 into fourths. So I'm going to do plus 28/4, right, which is this 7 up here, plus 28/4. So 28 plus 5 looks like 33, so 33/4. And there is my slope-intercept form for that equation. So remember, whatever equation you're looking at, you check out what belongs and what doesn't. So parentheses don't belong in slope-intercept form. The y is alone with an invisible coefficient of 1 on the left. Then the equal sign. Then the x term. So we're not putting the number or the b first, right? We're putting the x term first. And then the b, or the number. That's the order of it. And we do whatever we need to do to the equation to get it down there. So you can't necessarily see what b is going to be until you get to that final step, or necessarily what the slope is until you do some work. So follow the steps, move towards slope-intercept form. Good luck.